Hello, my ARK family! I know there's been a bit of a lapse since my last ARK video. My apologies. I've set forth on a new adventure recently, adding Twitch streaming to my repertoire. I focus on chill, relaxing live streams of farming, life sim, and RPG games. I also give health coaching to other fellow disabled gamers. Be sure to check my new channel out. Now, as my schedule has begun to regulate finally, and my health permits, I'm back with regular ARK content videos. This time, we have something very special in store, Reaper Kings, and for our items, the Reaper Pheromone Glands. These two go hand in hand, so it kind of only made sense to showcase both, but for those hoping for a more grand item spotlight, don't worry, we have something special planned for you later in the vid. Jumping right into our dino spotlight, the Reaper King is one badass tame, boasting lots of cool abilities. But first, we have to tame one. Okay, now this is one of the most complex creatures to tame, involving self-impregnation, XP farming, item consumption, and raising. But follow along and you've got this. So first step is preparation. So you're going to need several stone structures to make a trap for the Reaper Queen. You're going to need a light pet of your choice, or a charge light, a high-tier pump shotgun, plenty of shotgun shells. I would bring several Reaper Pheromone Glands, though there is a trick. High-tier armor. Now, the armor is going to depend on the map you choose. If you're doing this on Aberration, you're going to want high-tier Hazmat. If you're doing this on Genesis 2, then high-tier Flak is your better option. You should bring a tanky mount with you. That is optional, but strongly recommended. Health Brew is also optional, but highly recommended. And then finally, I would have cryoed some high XP dino babies. So have bred up some like Tech Rexes, some Gigas, something like that. You have the babies, you cryo them, because we're going to be needing that for XP farm. Step 2, we have to find a Reaper Queen for this process. She can only be found in two places: Aberration's Halls of the Reaper Queen, or on Genesis 2, the R Reaper variant of the Queen can be found in Rockwell's Proliferation, also known as Rockwell's Innards. Just know the higher the level the Queen, the higher the level baby we're going to get. Now, if we're here on Aberration, we're going to come down to the Hall of the Reaper Queen, and what we're looking for is disturbed ground, like over there in that crystal area. Reaper Queens are typically burrowed underground. What we need to do is get close to her, get her aggro, and once she's aggroed, she'll come out of the ground, and what we're going to need to do from there is lure her into the trap. All right, now, the third step is to create a trap for the Reaper Queen. Now, the design of your trap is very important because there are a lot of bugs that can happen. So follow along carefully. You can replay this section to see how I build this, but it's a very simple design, a 3x3 foundation with one extra foundation at the front so we have support for the staircases. You're going to use a series of double doors in kind of a semicircle formation and using triangle ceilings to wrap that around up top. Now, this open style build is really important because when we get the Reaper Queen to impregnate us, a bug can happen. This specific bug is that when she swings her tail at us to impregnate, if it clips onto structures, sometimes it doesn't work, which is why the design of the trap is very important. All right, so we built the trap, we found the queen. We now need to bring her back towards the trap. Now, why are we trapping her? Well, we're doing it, one, to make this whole process a little bit easier, but two, we're trapping her because there is a mechanic with the queen when she impregnates. She will burrow, and you only get one impregnation out of her. She's gone after that. With a proper trap, she is forced to stay in the trap. She cannot burrow out, meaning you can get as many tribe mates as you would like pregnant over and over and over again and farm this out. Alright, the fourth step, we need to damage her below 2,000 health. So we need to go to our light pet. We need to activate the light, and then you need to start damaging the Reaper Queen however you choose. You can use a powerful mount. I'm going to use a high tier shotgun. We need to get her below 2,000. Now, if you're doing this on Aberration, you can use a magnifying glass to look at her health. If you're doing this on Genesis 2, more simply, you can use Helena. Holding the back button, she'll do a scan and you can see the creature's HP. It's a little more dangerous on Aberration. Once we've got the health pretty darn low, we'll switch the light off and we can continue to damage the Reaper Queen without the charge light to do significantly less damage. Now, we got lucky. Her health is very low, 420. That's good. They regenerate health very fast, so we do ideally want to get it to around 1,000 or lower. Okay, now that we've got her below 2,000 HP, we need to take our light pet and put it further away. We need to make sure that she does not have the debuff. She will begin to glow a purplish magenta. Only in this stage is she ready to impregnate us. What we're trying to do is get her attention, and she will kind of crouch down and she will swing her back tail at us. It looks similar to that, but instead of that swing, she'll do a different animation. If on Aberration, do keep in mind before you get impregnated, it is very important that you have a full set of hazmat on. If you take any radiation damage while impregnated, the fetus is immediately aborted. Something that's important, you need to do this from the back side, or else you will get the clip animation error. That's what we're looking for. And now you can see right next to my hotbar, I now have an offspring bar down there showing how long I will be pregnant until it bursts from my chest and we have a baby Reaper. Step 6, XP farm. Once impregnated, you've got a ticking time bomb in your body, literally. Pregnancy length varies wildly based on server stats. On official, it's 12 hours. Our server is about 36 minutes. You have that much time to accumulate a bunch of XP that will give your baby Reaper bonus levels. So basically just go around on a strong mount or with your high tier shotgun and just start killing stuff. As you kill it, you will gain some of that XP towards the baby, like right there, we just killed that. We got 11 levels towards the baby Reaper. Just keep going around, killing as much stuff as possible. How much XP you get is going to vary based on the creature, its level, and how much XP your server gives out. But no worries, you will have plenty of time to get to the 75 bonus levels. Pro tip, if you want to get through the XP farm faster, have some baby dinos cryoed prior to this process. So something like a Bronto, a Tech Rex, a Giga. So have those cryoed, throw them out at this point and kill them. That will give you a ton of XP and you will be ready for the next stage of raising your baby Reaper. Moving into step 7, keep a close eye on that gestation timer because as it gets close, it's time for you to move into an enclosed breeding pen. You can make any size shape you want as long as it's 2 walls high, it'll be safe. So what you need to do is eat that Reaper pheromone gland as that timer is getting close to 0. The gland will allow you to feed and claim the Reaper baby. Reaper babies are highly aggressive in the baby stage, so take great care when claiming and feeding. It will try to kill you. Pro tip, use a cryopod to cryo the baby as soon as it comes out. When you throw it back out of the cryopod, it is no longer aggressive and will stand passively in the same spot, allowing you to easily fill it with raw meat and get it into the next stage of its life. At that point, all that's left is to throw meat into a feeding trough imprint as it asks, and you now have yourself a grown Reaper King. Okay, we finally have a Reaper! Woohoo! I told you this was a toughie to tame, but oh, is it worth it? Let's take this guy out for a spin. So first up, Reapers boast a natural 80% damage reduction. 80% damage reduction. That is equivalent to a 400 armor saddle. Now, that is the downside. Reapers cannot wear saddles, but that natural defense is pretty amazing. Second, this thing is radiation immune, which makes it great for getting more Reapers and getting more Rock Drake eggs. Our first ability is the simple right trigger bite attack. This is going to be your primary DPS, and it does hit hard. Next, right stick will do an area of effect tail swipe. This will do medium damage, but massive knockback on creatures that you would think shouldn't be able to be pushed back because of size. This is great when surrounded. Next up, we have the left trigger. That is going to be the acid spit. Now, the acid spit does not do a great deal of damage, but it has some really great debuffing properties. So let's see if we can actually hit one of these wyverns here with it. So when you hit a flying creature, it grounds them. Yes, even things as big as a wyvern can be grounded. Now, pro tip, you can use that same ability on the Manticore boss to down it. Something in addition that this does, this creates a very hefty speed debuff. This lasts for 10 seconds. During those 10 seconds, the target can barely move, which makes it excellent in PvP. Right bumper will initiate a roar or taunt. The Reaper also boasts a jump on the A button. You can click it for a medium range jump, or you can hold it, and much like the kangaroo, you can aim where you're going. You can go more vertically and get lots of air. Or for horizontal jumps, you can hold and look more at a horizontal direction. As a neat final trick, you can dismount your Reaper, go up to it, hold Y to bring up its radial menu, and you'll see here that you can select Bury. The Reaper will actually submerge itself underground, being completely hidden. This trench you're seeing here is only for you and your tribe to see. The enemy cannot see this, so your Reaper is completely hidden. Now, why is this useful? You could set up an ambush for PvP. During a raid, you could set this up as a hidden vault, as you are able to easily access this and put in some of your prized possessions. Another thing, at your own base, you could have this hidden as a secret vault, so would-be raiders do not get all of your best possessions. Now, do keep in mind, explosives such as grenades, RPGs, and fire weapons used by enemies will cause your Reaper to come back up from underground. However, the Reaper is well defended and will be quite ready to defend your stored possessions. So this is a fantastic tactic. Going over the pros and cons. So pros, it looks cool as hell, has comparable damage to the Rex, and it has a natural 80% damage resist that saves you time from having to make a high-end saddle. It's a jack of all trade, radiation immune, and has a hidden vault ambush tactic which is unique to it, which is very useful. On the flip side, the cons, it is very time consuming to breed. You cannot add mutations to it, and high-end saddles can still offer better protections on boss Rexes. One more thing, these guys cannot swim. Overall, the Reaper is one badass tame that should not be underestimated. Boss Rexes slightly exceed with damage and resistance due to high-end saddles, but Reapers don't lag far behind and add plenty of unique utility that make them a lot more fun and versatile. Now, I mentioned additionally we have something special planned for this week's pickup. On top of Reaper Kings and some Reaper pheromone glands, we're also giving out Alpha Reaper King Barbs and Alpha Basilisk Fangs. Those are the drops from the alpha creatures, the Basilisk and the Alpha Reapers. The reason why that would be useful is you need those to summon Alpha Rockwell here on Aberration. Those spawns are often very difficult for players, so you can pick those up. Now, because of the specifics of these drops, this time you can pick these up at our Aberration base. So let's take a look here. We are at 44.7, 27.2. I'll put the light on the map. So actually, we are right above the CC. So you can spawn on the easiest spawn location, which is just west of here. Spawn right over that way, down the pipes. You can see the CC is right down here. All you need to do is come right above that, and our base is right here. And that is where you guys can pick up. Follow the signs, come on in. You can pick up at the vault right there. This week, what we're doing, you can pick up 1 Reaper King per person, 10 pheromone glands per person, and then as far as the as far as the alpha drops are concerned, per tribe, you may have 10 of each, the Reaper King Barb and the Basilisk Fangs. New players, check out our private art cluster, see the Discord link below in the description. And as I mentioned earlier, I now stream on Twitch, focusing on health coaching and playing low-stress, comfy, cozy games. Please join me on my whimsical adventures to find happiness through gaming. You can keep up to date on all of my content, follow my social media pages. Thanks for all the love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all again soon.